Hi everyone. Today I want to show you how to create a video assignment. Let me just show you quick how to do it, and then we'll see how to deploy it and why. So what you want to do is go over to Assign and then Activities, okay? And then you want to create a new one, and you want to create a video recording. And it's really simple. You go up here and you name it. I'm just going to call it Ola for now. And then down here, you describe your instructions. Introduce yourself. You want to be pretty specific here, and especially if it's the first one they do, and say things like answer all, or answer, all the questions in complete sentences. And then give them some examples like introduce yourself, tell how you are feeling. You get the picture. So this is a Spanish one thing. So tell how you are, maybe what time is it, where you're from, ask how the other person is. So you want to be pretty specific there. And then you're probably also going to want to say in there, make sure that I can see your entire head, make sure that there's not a lot of background noise, and please proof your work before you submit. Okay, so you want to be kind of robust in your instructions. And then if you want to add a reference, I never do. And then you just, you save it, okay? All right, and then it appears up here. I had two of them, so I can get rid of one here. So then I can, let me just say, the reason there are two, because I made two. I used one already in the class, and I just made a new one for you guys. So this is the new one. It's hidden, and anytime you create something, it's hidden until you quote unquote deploy it, or make it available to students. So you click on it, and now I want to assign it. Okay, so I'm gonna it says it's going to become visible. Great, because that's what I want. All right, and then I pick a due date, and then I pick the category that I want it in. So I only have 3 categories: homework, test, and practice. I'll put it as homework, and then you just save it, and then it'll show up on this due date in the course calendar. Let me show you here. So you save it, okay? And then if I go to my calendar, assignment calendar, I say, it's due on the 26th. It's in the homework, okay? And it is the very first one, okay? So there it is if you want. Let me show you something else. I tend to use these in testing. And I do that for some very specific reasons, but let's first get it assigned in a test. So what I want to do is assign an assessment, and then you pick your chapter, whichever it is. I'm just going to pick one, and then I pick lesson tests. And then you want to create new, and a new assessment. Or so you could do a student recording, but whatever. I like to put it in the assessment itself, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but let's see how to do it. So I'm going to create a new assessment. And it can be called this. I usually, students can see this, that's fine. I usually rename it, and I call it like Altanero something, so that I know that I made it. And usually I give it a, like, Lección Uno, so I know what it's for, and I might even get rid of new assessment. Test, call it that. Okay, good enough. And then you can, location, blah, blah. And then you, it's fairly simple. You go over here and you want to go to lesson 1, because that's the lesson I'm in. And what it does is it pulls up vocabulary quizzes, grammar quizzes, and lesson tests. And from this, you can choose, I'm just going to pick B randomly here. And you can choose which sections of this test you want. You don't have to take them all. And you can take pieces from multiple tests. I'm going to take 2 from here, okay? And then I'm going to go to prueba A, okay? And I'm going to pick, I don't know, just a couple things. I'll pick this and this, okay? So now I have the beginnings of a test, okay? And then I can go over here to new content. You could try existing content if it shows, but I've not had a lot of luck. It tries to get content that, yes, it exists, but it's only the standard stuff that VHL already has. So what I do is just add new content to it, and I realize you have to do it again, but that's fine. And then you go over to video recording, and it looks just the same. So you give your title, your, let's just random title, and some instructions. And you can change the point value. Unfortunately, you can't change anything else here. Only the point value. So bummer on that. Let's say 5. Okay. So there's your video, and it's behind my picture here. So you save it. Okay. And then it is now in your test, and you can move it up and down if you want. It moves it up one by one. So let's just say I'm done now. So I save it, and I want to save with this save because I want to, I don't want to draft. I want to be able to assign it. So then I go to, I don't know why I'm frozen down here, but I am. I go to save and exit. Okay, saving it again. I like to save twice just cause. And then exit. Okay. And then here it is. So I can assign this test to the students. And within the test, it will have that video recording. Now, why would I put it there? Well, it's impractical, first of all, if it is in a face-to-face class and you're testing in the class or even in a testing center. But if you're doing an online course where we don't have the ability to monitor our students effectively, I mean, we do have respondents and we could watch the recordings, but this way, my tests are timed, so if that makes any sense. They don't have time to get someone else to do the test for them. So they'll have that video, especially important on the first test. They have to record, and you'll recognize them because their picture is in your class roster. So it's an effective way of reducing or sometimes even eliminating cheating because they see this in there, and if it's not the same person doing that recording, you're going to know. So that's one reason I do it. And sometimes I put them in homework as well, like as a practice or something, or even just homework for a grade. And that's fine. So anyway, that's how you make a video. And then when you grade, you'll just see them in there, down here. And then you'll see the review. Like I'm going to record something, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then you'll see I can review it myself. Okay. I think we went over this, or I can redo it. And then when I go to grade it, I'm going to have review here. And then this won't say review. It's going to have a little microphone. And then you have the choice of either recording a response. Well, you don't have a choice. If you click that, you're going to have to record a response. Or you can, which I'm sure many of you are used to, you can get comment boxes over here. I don't know if they don't have it here. But you can get little comment boxes over here, and you can type out comments to students if you so wish. So anyway, that's how to make a video recording. It's fairly simple. It runs through VHL, so it's rather reliable. And you'll find it in your content every semester. So it'll copy over from semester to semester. So you really only have to do this once or twice. Any questions or comments, please let me know. And have a good, I don't know, what time of day is it? Have a good day, evening, night,